There you go. How about that then, guys? What do you think to that?
I was like a big funky intro, mate. Very smart. Very smart.
Yeah, he worked hard on that. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Disabled Team. Hope everyone's doing well. Phew. Well, it's that time of week again. It's fantasy football. It's getting. I didn't realise how big fantasy football was, but it's getting bigger, isn't it? It's the numbers seem to be growing each week. I mean, you know, if you look on these fantasy football channels and stuff, to see, you know, more and more people seem to be picking up on it. So yeah, I'm glad. How are you, Liam?
I'm good, thank you.
Good. How are you, Russell?
I hate James Maddison.
I love James Maddison.
I hate James Maddison.
Love James Maddison.
He's the bane of my life, and I had everyone pinned where I wanted him. Then James Maddison turns up with his floppy hair and his little beard, strutting around the stuff like a peacock, scoring free kicks and annoying me. Kind of like Liam's cat strutting around in the picture with his little tail flapping around. So, yeah, like I said, we'll get into the teams and everyone else's teams. But, yeah, Maddison's, I don't like him right now.
Well, I think I love James Maddison. I tell you something. Monday morning when I woke up after watching Ireland against Man United, thinking I should have captained him. And I didn't, and I was gutted. But then, thankfully, James Maddison, what a player. What a beautiful man.
Yeah, it was funny because after the Haaland thing, I did say to you, obviously out the stream, I said I'm worried about Maddison. And I don't know, it's just my dream scenario was a Leicester clean sheet. Ward gets my points. We got some points from Ward, but then obviously just like a 1-0, I don't know, and then Didi header, nothing to do with anyone that's got any good, Leicester players, nothing to do with Maddison. But oh no, Forest, as much as like I said, as funny it is watching Forest implode, they have to roll over and let Maddison just run the show. And I was just like, oh, God's sakes, okay.
Like here we go again.
Yeah, it's just like, just when you think you've got everyone where you want them. So
let's get into people in chat. I had a brother Titch. Hope everyone's doing well. Every evening, everyone but Tosser. Don't know who he means.
Can't believe you're talking to Liam. I can't believe you're talking to Liam like that, Titch. You owe me an apology.
Yeah, hello. I heard Alison. I hope you're doing well. Good evening, Alison, and I Titch. Yeah, look, you know how much I needed Maddison to come through for me, and he did. Now, I think, but basically for his first week of this TDT League football, I think we've all done pretty well, all things considering.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, I said to Stu, hello Harmony and everyone else in the comments. Yeah, I mean the good thing with the league is we all start on 0. So, everyone we've all got the points, so we're all in our own little league, which we can now do thanks to Liam, because I don't think we could. And we can see exactly what won from this game week. Obviously, if I start losing pretty badly, I'll just have to start saying, well, let's look at our overall game points. I think I'm going to pull back. Because if it starts not getting my way, I've got to pull that one out of my back eye and say, guys, come on. This isn't the real numbers here. So, but for the sake of our little world and our league, it's okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's all good. Right. Talking about players who while I absolutely love the player, who I'm having a bit of problems and concerned with is Mitrovic. Oh,
have you got Mitrovic?
Yes, I have.
I think a numerous amount of people have Mitrovic in the league as well.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, for me personally, I've signed Isaac. got me 9 points, got injured. I then thought, well, I'll go to Mitrovic, nice set of fixtures. He gets a yellow card on for 36 minutes, no points, then injured. So, a bit of a curse for me trying to get that third forward. But I guess we won't know really until team news. I don't know about you guys, but once I show you, well, I'll tell you my future plans when we go into the teams and what we're thinking next week. But I'm just going to hold fire for now. So.
They've changed the settings on StreamYard.
Okay.
I can't find share screen. Settings. No.
It comes under present. It comes under present, I believe.
Present screen. Right. Brilliant. Right. So this is what you're talking about, Russell.
Yeah.
This is what you sent me today. This is what you've done.
Yeah. Well, all I sent you there is probably what I'm thinking ahead of myself. Personally, I don't know where to roll and kind of have 2 transfers next week because I'm thinking maybe moving some. Well, I'm going to have to move some of the Arsenal and Man City players out. So I've got 3 transfers to play with. So it's all Mitrovic dependent. I either go 3-4-3 or I go 4-4-2. So now looking at it in the screen together, now you put them both together, I'm quite liking the look of the 4-4-2. But Botman's a weird one because he sometimes doesn't play games, which I don't understand. He'll like play one game and get dropped for the other game. So
Can you put Andreas in midfield and go 3-5-2?
Who, sorry?
Andreas.
I don't know. I don't know if I think I think Andreas against West Ham. I'm not liking those. I'm not liking that percentage, shall we say? I'm fancying Botman more against Brentford personally.
Fair enough.
Yeah, that's the couple of options I'm thinking of. But I'm just going to wait on team news. I mean, there's a lot of games there. I mean, Arsenal versus Liverpool. You don't. That's going to be a tough one because I've got Alexander versus Jesus and Martinelli. So there's a lot of clashes going on. I think there'll be a lot of goals in that game. I'm happy with all the Man City players against Southampton though. So
fair enough. Brother Titch says, "Can't you do a show without Russell?" That's not very nice, Brother Titch.
He's only stewing, isn't he? We won't say why. But he's only stewing. We know what.
Another one, Manny Love. Hope you're doing well, but she sent a message saying, "Not happy with those invaders in our league. I thought it was for the regulars. They have nothing to do with the show. They invade small. They invade small leagues that they can jump to the top of. Kick them out, Stu."
Who's that? What's that? People in the league we saw?
Yes, there's people in. I'll show you.
Like random names, just like weird names.
Yeah,
I've never seen them.
There's a couple in there. What I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I presume
Maybe what they've done is they've just popped into this, seen the code, and just added themselves, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, mate. They sound like the Vikings harmony coming over and invading us, like your lot did a couple of centuries ago, was it?
Is that what's happened to man? If so, then get rid of them, Stu, and kick out Russell while you're there. Hey, Titch, hey, all again. She just says, I got a friend to check them out for me, Titch. Apparently, one of them has made 20 transfers somehow.
20 transfers? Yeah, but surely he's taking points hits, hasn't he? He's taking... Which one?
Probably would have taken points hits.
Yeah, I was going to say, if any of them had done 20 transfers, that would have...
Well, we know, Darren, we know, and I'll share screen now with the league tables, then we'll have a look on them. Share screen, share screen. This is on the, right, this is the actual thing, right. So we know who Darren Higgins is. Unlikely, I don't know who Harry Patterson is.
No, I don't know who Harry Patterson is either. I don't know who that bottom person is. Is it Team Pool?
Well, saying that, Stu, if we've got a kind of code going across the bottom, people are going to join, aren't they? If they see a fantasy code, there's only so much we can keep it in house, if you know what I mean. I mean, you can see why people have joined the league, because we've got a little thing at the bottom saying Fantasy Football League, join, basically.
Yeah, I guess.
So,
new entries is just Amali Sal and Ismail Kole. I think two of them follow me on Twitter.
Yeah.
Two of them follow me on Twitter for quite a while.
Oh, yeah, you got some new entry. Oh, you get 3 more below, haven't you, to come in? So.
Yeah, so what will that be, 13?
Yeah, me.
Yeah. So, anyway, look, let's get back to this bit first. Let's do this bit first. Right. Top of the table. Do we start at the bottom? Go from 10th to 1st?
Yeah, you can go through that. I mean, we can have a look through the teams as well at some point if you want. So,
yeah, right. This is best way to look through teams, isn't it?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Right.
all the points are on there now, aren't they? So
the person who's in 10th, he's got 40 points. He got 2 for Alisson, 6 for Emery, 1 for Cancelo, 0 for Alexander-Arnold, 1 for Kilman, 10 for Salah, 1 for De Silva, 1 for Neto, 4 for Martinelli, 8 for Jesus, 4 for Harry Kane. And on bench, he just picked up the odd points for Henderson, Lamptey, March, and Johnson.
Do you get points on the bench or not?
Yes.
if you get like a player injured, you'll have one of your players come on. You also, about the chip for the bench boost, don't you, Liam?
Yeah, I know the bench boost one. Yeah, I just didn't know if you got points for the bench as well.
No, only to replace if someone, let's say, I don't know, someone didn't start, your first sub will come on. So it's always best to have a player you think you get your most points in your first position on your bench.
Brother Titch says it's probably one of your mates who's got about 20, who's had 20 transfers.
Well, I wish you'd give some to me if it was one of my mates. I need some. Well, we'll go for each team and see if they haven't got any players. Yeah, let's do that. Yep. So who's number 9, Stu?
Number 9 is, I agree, Amanda would have been level with me. Should have captained Haaland.
Well, I think we would have all been up there for Captain Haaland.
Yeah, if and buts, that's all we can say. Fantasy football.
Right, Happy Amaret's got 51 points.
Oh, Happy. Come on, let's have a look at Happy.
Look at Trossard, though. Trossard with the full 20. Wow.
Oh, she got Trossard. That was a good pick. Okay, then. So look at those.
She got Gabrielle. She had Alisson in net with 2 points. Gabrielle with 2 points. Trippier with 7. Cancelo with 1. Kilman with 1. Alexander-Arnold got 0. How's that work?
Because he's not a defender. And Liverpool. I forgot what the Liverpool game was.
You would have thought he might have at least have got, got a bonus points for crossing ball or something, wouldn't you?
Well, only if he's crossing to someone to assist the goal. He also got a yellow card. Yeah, I remember Liam was asking us last week about Arnold, and I'm still not getting rid of him. I refuse. I think he'll come good. I can't get rid of him. She got 20. Is that maximum points then? 20 points then? Well, you can't get maximum points. I guess it's maximum in the sense of bonus points, but they can get as many points as they want, can't they? But she got the 3 bonus points. I mean, Trossard, that's hell of a pick. He's that was an amazing pick. Yeah, I mean, 6.7 bargain there. De Bruyne 8, Mitrovic. Obviously, we've had the same problems with Mitrovic. Tony and got a 2. Jesus got a 8, and on bench he had Pope who got a 2. Jared Bowen who got a 14. Harrison got a 3, and Andreas got a 2. There is there's 2 things. One, who would captain Tony? That's what I would say quickly, and also having Bowen on that first bench. That is just
painful.
Oh, that is That is nasty. That is absolutely nasty. I can tell you.
To be honest, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty sure Happy did say like she didn't want to sell him, but she obviously because he wasn't playing well, she wanted to just put him on the bench.
Yeah, but why she? One thing I will say about this: why is she playing 5 at back?
That is a question. That is a good question.
I mean, one thing. I did say I've been saying for ages, keep Bowen. If I, that's why I got Paqueta in because he's like a cheap alternative. But a lot of people I remember about 2-3 weeks ago, oh, get rid of Bowen, get rid of Bowen. No, don't get rid of Bowen. He's the one you want right now, and everyone's now jumping on Bowen. See, that's what happens in fantasy football. You're in or you're out. It's like a fashion thing, isn't it? You're either in or you're out. And Bowen's in right now. But you can see that a mile off, to be honest, yeah. So, but it just hurts when he actually does well. He's on the bench. But I'll tell you what, I don't know if any of you saw the assist he got. There is no way. Bowen owners, you got very lucky with your assist.
I saw the tweet.
Yeah, it was not.
It looked like it did come off the defender. It did.
Came off the defender and they gave it to Bowen. I couldn't believe it. And they were even saying, "Oh, we're looking into it," and they still said, "Oh yeah, it's fine." I was like, "Are you insane? Are you absolutely insane?" Because that hurt me. I want those points taken off because I don't want people getting points on me. So yeah, I went up. He should have had 1 goal. That's it.
Russell, you're right. You're the expert on the panel. You're supposed to be setting a good example to everybody else.
Well, I did. I said keep Bowen. I said if you got Bowen, keep him. But there is absolutely no way he got an assist. No way that was an assist. I will argue anyone. I got video evidence of that. It's not an assist. No way.
Do you know what? But Russell would have played Connect 4 and Tiddley went to school because he didn't have to join the team and be a team player. Good evening, McAllister. McAllister's in the chat. I'll get.
Gary McAllister's here, who's not joined our league yet, shall we say? Not.
I should have messaged you on Twitter.
Right, now we're going to have a look at Lee's team. We can't look at Lee's team, bless him. He's only. Oh, yeah, we can. There we go. Sorry, mate. Sorry, we can, Lee. We can. Right, Lee. Lee had a bit of a mixed week, to be honest. He got Pope in net, got 2 points. Nico Williams got him -1. Trippier got him 7. Cancelo got him 1. Paqueta got him 3. De Bruyne got him 8. Gordon got him 1. Martinelli got him 4. Tony got him 1. Kane got him 12. And vice captain Haaland got him 23. He only picked up 2 points on benching up with Andreas.
I'll tell you a few things which I'm looking at straight away with Lee's team is it must have been good because Newcastle, Fulham scored that goal, took away the Pope clean sheet. But then again, a little thing that frustrated me with a lot of other players is they got points for Newcastle defenders because he took off a load of Newcastle defenders and then they conceded. So you could argue they did get lucky with Trippier and etc. Gordon must be an annoying one to own because you'd have thought he'd be starting, wouldn't you? When did he come? He didn't even. I think he came off. He only got 16 minutes, didn't he?
Which is shocking.
Yeah,
but his performance the game before that were West Ham and honestly were poor. And
yeah, but I'm surprised he's not starting though.
Especially when he's technically a blue-eyed boy, and he's their main money like income right now. For
yeah, but maybe that's why Lampard dropped him because of his performance against West Ham.
Kind of a good manager.
So that's
Kane Haaland. Yeah, Kane Haaland. It's good.
Now, right. I think this might be one. Right. Planet 24 got 66 points. He had Anderson in net, James 2, Cancelo 1, Saliba 1, Rashford 1, Madison 18, Martinelli 4, Luis Diaz 8.
Luis Diaz is captain, madman.
Yeah. To say he's a Man United fan as well, believe it or not.
Really?
Haaland 23 and Kane 6. Roderick, who's I've never known anyone have that keeper. Never.
He's Rodak. He's Fulham's reserves. He did play for Fulham when they got promoted. Actually, he was their keeper all that season. So
right, fair enough. Andreas 2, Mings 6. He would have buggered against Leeds. All he did, he caused a lot of bloody problems in
never nice to have 6 points on the bench, though, is it? Like that, that's annoying.
Dilat got a -2. Well, I'm happy like you got a -2 for Dilat. Next on the bench is our lovely Armani. Here we go. 69 points. Meslier in goal got 11. And do you know something? I felt that was Meslier's worst game at season for flapping and stuff at beginning.
Yeah, I know, but the thing with that is he made a lot of saves, didn't he? If you actually strip it down, I think, how many saves did he make in that game? He made a lot. He's 6 saves. So he got 2 bonus points just from the saves. And obviously, because it was 0-0, he got the bonus point. So, yeah, I mean, fair call to Meslier. I didn't think I thought there'd been goals in that game. So that's a nice little cheeky bonus, isn't it?
It's a good pick. It's a good pick by Armani's Meslier. Saliba 1. Shah got a 6. Trippier got a 7. McAllister got a 2. He blows out and cold as Song. I thought he was going to have a good game after getting that hat trick the week before, but he didn't.
I tell you, that never happens. I think I said it last week. Someone will do. They'll bang. Everyone will sign it. The next week they won't do anything. Always happens. Always happens.
Grob got 2 points. Sinistera got a -2 after his sending off.
Oh, that's nasty. That is nasty, but I love it.
Tony got a 1 point. Jesus got a 16 points, who were a captain.
Jesus is captain. Ooh.
And Haaland were vice captain with 23.
Oh, that hurts. That
hurts. Man.
That's nasty.
That's nasty.
Rams, look, Armani, love. I'll have a word with him after it's show. Ramsdale got 2. Pulisic got 1. Kulusevski got 0. Nico Williams got -1.
You could have had another minus on there. Saying that, she got lucky with the Newcastle. Doubled. It could have been a lot worse because you'd have, if they'd have stayed on, you'd have only got 5 points out of the 2 Newcastle defenders. So the double up worked on the Newcastle defenders. So that came through for her at least.
But 69 points isn't bad to say that the average points were 68. My target is always getting, as long as I finish above average, I'm happy. I'm an happy man.
It's a great number and it's a great score.
69.
Yeah.
I agree. Well done, Armani. Right, Liam, you come 5th this week, 70 points. Not bad, not to be sniffed at.
Best point so far. Get in.
2 points from Popey, 7 points from Trippier, 2 points from James, 1 point Cancelo, 8 points De Bruyne, 15 points Almiron. Great pick. -2 Sinistera.
Oh no.
Luis Diaz 4. Captain Tony 2.
No.
Haaland 23. How can you captain Tony and not captain Haaland?
Because I said it last week, and I thought we're going to be one of those games where we always struggle against Man United, and I thought it's going to be a close game. That did not turn out.
City fan and all.
I just thought from history, I thought they're going to do something to Haaland. They're going to put 2 men on him at all times. They're going to make sure he can't get any, and it was just the opposite, wasn't it?
I mean, I've done some tough stuff in my lifetime.
I would also like to make a point here. I was going to transfer. I was going to put Sinistera on the bench and put Xhaka in, but I thought, you know what? I feel like Sinistera is going to do a masterclass against Villa, and I didn't.
Actually, Liam, I only just noticed you have got Xhaka on your bench as the third option. You got your 9 points.
Yeah.
I didn't even realise that. And you got Ward as well. Oh no. You had Ward and Zach. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
Ward had a great game. I thought, Newcastle versus, what was it, Forest? Was it Forest or Fulham? I can't remember.
Forest, yeah. Forest Leicester.
Forest. I thought, he's surely got can keep a clean sheet. But, yeah, I should have put Ward in. I'm an absolute lemon.
Yeah, that's the thing is hindsight's beautiful after the game week. I should have done this, should have done that. What you make those decisions because in your head they make sense. It's only after you go, why did I do that? I mean, Sinistera getting 2 yellows. They're both stupid yellows as well. You can't do anything about that. It's just the way it goes. So, saying that, what I find interesting about you've got Collins as your first sub, and then you got Tanganga as your second sub.
Yeah.
You should always put your playing players back.
I know, but I knew Tanganga won't get played anyway.
Yeah,
just do he would. So.
There is a little bit of danger though that if you did put, let's say you put Tanganga as 1 and then Collins as the 3rd and Zaka as 2nd. If Tanganga comes on for 1 minute, you'll get his 1 minute and that's it, and you'll just block yourself out of Zaka. What's it? How do you say his name? Is it Zaka?
Xhaka.
Xhaka.
Boom, Xhaka.
Yeah. So we will get to you in the comments, guys. We'll not ignore you. Stu, we'll get back to you through that. What are your final thoughts, Liam, on this week? Your points and stuff.
I'm shocked with Almiron. I thought he played absolutely amazing.
Oh yeah, that was a great. Yeah, Almiron really came through.
I kept my faith in Almiron. I was going to sell him, but I thought I'm going to keep my faith with him.
Yeah,
and it turned out to be well. And I kind of feel like now Eddie L might think, I might start him a bit more. So hopefully could get a few more goals and assists if he plays in that same position.
Should have been a hat trick as well, shouldn't it?
Should have been a hat trick, but we won't talk about that because it could have gone much better. Could have gone much better, but I'm happy with the points.
See that shows how crazy this week's been, where you're saying, "Oh, could have got 70 points," and you're going, "Oh, could have gone better." That shows how high the bar was this week.
Yeah.
Normally, 70 points you'd be flying.
I am out. Yeah.
So.
Russell remembered telling you to put in Boatman instead of Trent Alexander-Arnold, and you laughed at me. Well,
we'll get to that in my. You go through the questions first, then we'll get on to my team. I'm just going to let the cat out because he's spraying again, so bear with me.
Oh, well, I'll read through some of these while you're doing your cat. I made a good decision playing Meslier instead of Ramsdale. You did, Amani. You did, love.
Yeah.
Russell, the expert. Happy needs to go 3-4-3 or at least 4-3-3. I agree.
Yeah, 5 at the back's not the way to go this year.
Brother Titch, whinging again, Russell. Yep. Good evening, everyone. How are we doing? Good evening, McAllister. Good evening. If I was happy, bye-bye Trent Alexander-Arnold and Kilman, bringing Scar and Pulisic. Not a bad shout. I have sent my team in.
You sent it to me and I've sent it to you via WhatsApp.
That's great, McAllister. That last place trophy will be all mine. Yeah, I want that last place trophy. I think it looks ace.
Have you got them on you? I would say, can we share this screen?
I'll get them up. I'll get them out in a bit. I did do a separate video on them.
Oh yeah, I know.
Hello, McAllister. Hello, Alison. Amani. Not done that well, but haven't done awful. Good for you, McAllister. In a few weeks' time, City v Arsenal is cancelled midweek, so I can play me free on Monday after the weekend's games, and then it will return to my original team for the weekends following.
Right. I think so.
I'm going to start that. I'll start that and come back to that with our expert. His cat is spraying at him. Even if that cat doesn't bloody hell.
As good as that. That's good.
I'm going to keep that on screen. It's gone upstairs to get changed.
Oh, Lordy Lord.
What's going on here?
Brother Titch has left a comment for you.
My cat loves me. Loves me.
Amani's got a question for you, Russell, which is important, I think.
Go on and talk to me.
In a few weeks' time, City v Arsenal is cancelled midweek. So, can I play my free hit on the Monday after the weekend's games, and then will it return back to my original team for the weekend, that weekend's games following?
Well, in a few weeks' time, City asked the conference, can I play my free hit on the Monday? On the Monday, is there a game? There's not a game on the Monday, is there?
So it's game week 12.
Okay, bear with me. Let me just get this mouse. Game week 12. So
I don't think there is any Monday Night Football.
No, I mean, what you can, Sunday the 16th of October. So what you can do is you can play your free hit on the Monday, like you said, for that whole week, and then it'll reset to your team you've got for the game week 13. So, there's a gap in there of the last game.
I might do that myself.
Yeah, 16th of October. And then that's the game week 11. Then the first week of game week 12 is Tuesday the 18th of October. So on the Monday you play your free hit and set your team up ready for that week.
I might do that myself.
Actually, that's a lie. That's a lie. As soon as the deadline's passed on game week 11, which will be Friday night, you can hit your free hit button then.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait until the fixtures are finished. You can hit the free hit button Friday the 14th of October after the deadline. So if you want a free hit straight away, you can do that. So
Thank you very much.
Also on the Botman thing, this week, but let's see where Alexander Arnold and Botman are come the end of the season. Who's on the most points? Right, that's what I would say to that.
Can someone just please clip that in case he's wrong? Just just to see what the fans would want.
Hey, even if people bring up clips of me being wrong, I'll just ignore it anyway. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
Right. Now this is Russell's team. I'm going to go to now. This is our experts team. You had a really good week, Russell. You got 83 points, mate.
Let's have a look. Let's look at my team.
Oh my god! Just look at that.
Not good enough though. I want more. I want to be top. I'm not happy. I'm not happy with this place where I am.
You was top at one point. I forgot which day it was. I think it was. I'm sure you were at top at one point because I kept refreshing it over the weekend and I saw you at top once.
Yeah, I know. I thought. Well, I'll tell you what. It was Maddison. Maddison's done me over because if Maddison had just not done that well, I'd have been pretty confident of sneaking his top spot. But Ward in goal. He's actually come through for me after virtually 10 game weeks. Alexander Arnold, big fat 0, but I'm going to keep the faith. James 2 again. In fact, the defence. I think my defence on paper, I think it's sexy. That is one sexy looking defence. But I've hardly got any points out of him. It's crazy. De Bruyne annoyed me because he got his assists quite early, all in the first half. So I was expecting another assist or a goal from De Bruyne, and he just slowed down, which was annoyed me. Paqueta, God, he's frustrating me right now. He's someone that could be on the chopping block. Aronson, again, Sinistera had a knock-on effect where he couldn't really get into the game and couldn't do anything. He didn't play well anyway in general. Martinelli, Mitrovic, annoying. Jesus, and obviously I was very happy with Haaland. Leno 2, Andrea 2, Botman 5. So I'll give Harmony that one for this week. Again, that's quite annoying because he's the only defender that did all right. Nico Williams, -1. Nice and out the way on the third, where he should be. I'm pretty happy, apart from Botman. I don't think I could have got much more out of my team, really. So.
Right, before we go any further, right? You submit your team, and it goes past the deadline. So all your games happen on a Saturday. Can you make a substitute on Sunday? So could you bring on one of your players off the bench? Can you do a transfer after the deadline? Do you see what I mean? Like me, I had Ward on the bench. Could I have brought Ward on?
Oh, what? So you're saying could you change your team during a live game week?
Yeah.
No.
Right.
Once you go past the deadline, you are lock, stock, and 2 smoking toadies in. So yeah, and then on the other side, I'm looking at my team at the side as well. There's loads of lovely green arrows as well, all green virtually on the other side. That's what you want.
I'm in the same boat. All green for me as well.
It's lovely. It just looks great. It's something about that colour. It just triggers off. It's like if you're a smoker, I guess when you have that cigarette and you're taking that cigarette, it just gives you that little buzz in your head, doesn't it? It just releases those dopamines into your bloodstream. Lovely. Seeing those green ones. On Saturday, I think all mine were red. And then after Sunday, they were all lovely and green, like the Incredible Hulk.
Right, well, McAllister Bishop says, Russell, you are about to be even more unhappy.
He's not had another good way. He hasn't got Son. If he's got Son, he's only got 2 points.
Right, we'll get back to that, Hermione. I promise you, love. We'll get back to that. If there's any cheats involved in the fantasy football, we don't want them.
I mean, I've never known how people can cheat in fantasy. I know you can get hacked, but I don't know how people would actually just cheat in the actual game. So I'm not sure how that would work anyway. So,
right. So you were 4th. Now, I don't want to blow my own trumpeter out, but did you say?
Look at him.
I was 3rd.
Mister, I'm not competitive.
I'm not competitive. I'm just saying that's all. If you have a look at that nice overlay I did when we stopped sharing the screen, all right, I've got Russell experience 13 years, TDT experience 9 games. I've got 9 games experience. That's all I'm saying.
That's like an insult to Russell. Look at his face. I bet Titch is jumping up and down in his chair laughing.
He'll have a. What was I going to say? The apprentice is learning well. I'm liking watching him flourish.
Whoa,
like a young Skywalker.
I'm just saying, you know, it's. I like to keep a level head. That's all I'm saying. Anyway, I'm going to go through my team because I want happy when it comes to Monday morning. I'll be honest with you. I didn't hold out on much faith whatsoever, as you know, Russell. I were a bit concerned Monday morning. I thought,
I was looking at the messages, mate. The old brown pants were coming out for Stu, I can tell you.
Was this after or during your wild card?
No, this is my wild card team what I picked. But I didn't pick Alan to be my captain. The reason why I went for Madison to be my captain is because I wanted to be different to other people. I thought everyone's going to be on Ireland, and if we don't have a good game, and Madison does, I will have been able to cash in a bit further, wouldn't I? Compared to other people who had the money on the captains on Haaland. But I didn't. I picked Haaland as my vice captain. So my team is, I went for Gutierrez in net. James, who got me 2 points. Trippier got me 7. Cancelo got me 1. Paqueta got me 3. I'm going to come back to that player who I absolutely love and adore in a minute. De Bruyne got me 8. Zaha got me 2. Mitrovic got me 0. Haaland got me 23. Tony got me 1. On the bench, Ward got me 8. Foles got me 6. Andreas got me 2. And that Matt Gay got me 1. Now go back to that lovely player. Look at him there, captain. What did I get? 36 points. I had to double check because I thought he said 56 then, but he says 36. So I've got 36 points for my lovely James Madison. And I'll tell you something, if Leicester don't pull a finger out, it won't be a Leicester player much longer.
No.
Because he's that good of a player.
Now, guys, like I said, we're all going to get to you in the comments. There's quite a few coming through. Just quickly, Stu, while you just go into your team a little bit more between the old comments, tell me that feeling you got of when Maddison got his haul. Tell me that feeling.
The total opposite to the feeling I got when Ireland got a bloody an hat-trick. Relief. It was relief. Yeah. You know what I mean? You see,
and that's fantasy football. That is what it does. That's how it gets you.
Yeah, it was relief. I must admit, it was relief. And look, I can cope with coming bottom at league. I can cope with that. But when you come bottom at league, when you know that you've got a player there who you were contemplating whether to make him captain or not an hour before deadline, when I did that show on Saturday morning, I was still contemplating whether I should have made him a captain or not. But I thought, nope, I'm a man of my word. I said I was going to pick Maddison. I'm going to stick with Maddison.
I'm trying to think, if you'd have gone the Haaland captain, would you come out with more points? I can't figure that out.
Yeah, he would have done.
Would have done, okay.
Maddison would have been on, 18? So
yeah, I would have come out with about 7 more points.
Okay.
So I would have been in 90s.
I guess a little bit of, just on a side note, I am enjoying Titch's shit staring in the comments. On a side note is, I guess you are a bit gutted with your first sub and Wards. It must be a bit annoying looking at those juicy fat points on the bench and not being able to get your teeth into them.
Well, I'll be honest with you. Any points from Ward is a bonus because he's been absolutely awful this season. So for him to get 8 points is an 8-point bonus for me.
Yeah, but you didn't get the points though, did you?
Yeah, I got 8 points.
But
you didn't get 8 points. They're just on the bench.
Yeah, if they're on the bench, you don't get the points.
But I didn't get none of them points off at bench.
No, you never get points on the bench.
You'll only get those points, Stu, if you do a bench boost.
Yeah.
One of your chips is a bench boost point chip. So you'll only get those points if you bench boost this week.
What's the point of having a bloody bench then?
In case of injuries.
Yeah, exactly. Just in case someone doesn't start their game, you'll get.
Yeah, but Mitrovic were injured, but that didn't help me, did it?
Yeah, no, but Mitrovic played. He started the game.
So what's the point of a bench? Again, what's the point of a substitute bench then?
You don't. That's why you always pick the lowest amount of money for him.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
So me getting excited about these points all weekend since.
Well, you had a good week, but I think you sent me a message and you were talking as if you were. I didn't think I picked up on it, but I thought no, he probably didn't mean it. And then suddenly when you said it again tonight, he thinks he's getting the Ward points. I got the Ward points because I started him. Let's say the Guetta guy.
Hang on a minute. So you're telling me that even though you've started and you got all these points, what I had on bench, I still beat you.
Yeah, you beat me with your first 11. Yeah, it was Maddison. Maddison was your key, and he came through for you.
Honest to God, don't listen to me, chat. Honest to God, don't ever listen to me on this channel. I ain't got a clue what I'm bloody talking about.
That's why I was saying you must be a bit gutted because your first 2 players on your bench got quite a lot of points.
Oh, bloody hell.
It's all learning. It's all part of learning, isn't it? Have a look through the comments, Stu, because don't worry, someone in the comments would have said something more stupid anyway. Probably someone in 3rd place.
How's that? I can't believe I did that anyway.
It's all right. It's all learning, isn't it? But if you know for the future that you don't get your points off the bench unless there's like an injury to one of your players and they don't start the game, basically. So.
My friend looked at them and saw lots of Nigerians and Ghanaians who jumped in small league to steal the prizes. Well, if that's the case, Amani, they will be booted out. Like I said, that will be sorted. Don't worry.
Saying that, if that happens, you're going to be paying a lot of money to Royal Mail to sending your trophy to Nigeria or Ghana.
I'm going to say, yeah. I mean, what if we like? I think number one is we're going to kick him out.
Kick them out, or you'll have to ship it on child support 1,000 miles away. Yeah, I'm going to have to.
Yeah, you just said that. Oh, okay then. Yeah.
If I join the league now, will my points carry on over from the weekend? Yeah, they should do.
They should do, yeah.
No, because look at our points. All our points.
Yeah, but
even though I'm fourth, I'm probably a little bit higher overall.
Oh no, but we start from game week 9, didn't we?
Actually, wait there.
That's what I mean.
Oh, wait there. Will they? I don't know. Join the league, McAllister. We'll find out next week because I don't know. Actually, that's probably. Will he only get the points for when he starts?
Look, I don't know. I put it to start from game week 9, didn't I?
I don't know. Just join it. We'll find out. I mean, you can always keep a tally, can't you? We can always keep a mental tally of it.
Yeah.
So it's not like I don't know. That's quite a good question. Okay. I didn't think you would, but maybe I don't know. Join it. We'll find out.
I'm sure they do, Mac. Join the league now and please beat Russell at the end of the season. It's a bit odd, Titch thing. They are never hit on here, but I've joined the league. The first team has made 20 transfers. Another has 0 players in their squad. Jump to subs. Right, I'm gonna have a look, Manny. I promise you, I will have a look. I'm not competitive, but behind closed doors, yes.
It's McAllister. The code's across the front, the bottom of the screen, mate.
If not, I'll send you on Twitter.
Yeah, it's on there, so you should be able to see it.
Yeah, so Lee's going to give you a code, McAllister. What are you doing?
Right.
Will that you, Liam?
What?
Did you see my screens go funny?
No.
Right, must have been my end then. I thought my internet was going down.
I think it was a little bit, yeah.
Right.
Wait there. Look who's just joined the comments.
Hey, happy!
Oh.
If you're happy and you know it, join the league.
Loser!
She's just joined and he's already rubbing it in. Oi!
Bowen. Jared Bowen. Why don't you bring Happy's team up again? Let's have a look at her first sub. Come on.
What, you want to look at Happy's?
Yeah, let's have another look at that lovely fat, juicy Bowen points on the subs bench. Come on, Happy. Tell us what happened. Why aren't you happy now? We need to know.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm only here for Stu.
What about me? Hey, that Lee.
So, Happy, why don't you tell us
That's what I to you.
what happened and what are you thinking for next week? Talk to us. Did well on Trossard. I'll give a Trossard.
Yeah, Trossard was an amazing pick. So I think Trossard's very underrated. I think he's one of the best.
Yeah, he's always been one of these players where he has a lot of potential. Doesn't really seem to unlock it, but he did. I mean, let's be honest. You wouldn't have thought he'd have got a hat trick against Liverpool, would you?
No. Well, no, I didn't. Trent Alexander-Arnold were defending.
Happy. I advise you to keep Bowen on the bench. On the bench.
Thanks, McAllister.
On the pitch. I never said bench Bowen. I said keeper. You were going to sell him. I was like, keep the guy.
Hope you're doing well, Happy. I hope you're doing well. I hope work was well.
Thanks, McAllister. Lee, I will get your team up, McAllister, so don't go anywhere. Lee sent me, Liam. You sent me, aren't you, Liam?
Yeah.
Don't trust anything Russell says. If it means if Russell can get an advantage by a point, it's Kelly's stats, man.
Well, if he keeps spraying on him.
So no, I'm not going to lie. I was happy to see Maddison get a yellow card, because it did take a few points off people as well. Because that's like 2 extra points. It's like, okay, I'll take the Madison yellow card near the end. I'm happy with that. At least it takes a little bit off him.
Titch, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Tillman bringing Skyer and Perisic.
Yeah.
Ooh, Perisic, really? With Champions League, how it is? Perisic right now.
Happy. I think we did mention maybe change the 5 defenders at the back.
Yeah, got change your formation as well. Happy, go to a 3-4-3 or a 4-3-3 or something. Change your formation as well, love. Get where you'll be able to get more attackers into your team.
You'll be able to bring Bowen into midfield as well.
I would definitely keep
destabilize you.
I would definitely keep Bowen on your first bench as well. Happy.
He's trying to destabilize you. Oh. Bet Robo Rossa the right left on my bench.
Hello, Hammerhead. No.
How you doing, Hammerhead, mate? Hope you're doing
well.
Hey,
there's only one place where I get these good looks from. That guy up there. No, not Lee. Yeah, there you go.
Happy, have you got a free hit to use or anything? You got not a free hit, you got a wild card still. Shall we have a look at as McAllister, or Gary McAllister? Has he sent you his team, Stu?
Yeah, well, just let me finish up with these last two.
Oh, you got 2 left to do, have we? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, right. 89 points.
Harry, I don't think I've ever seen him.
No, I ain't neither. Right, well, it's got Raya, Alexander-Arnold, Shaliba, Grob, Martinelli, Salah, Madison, Haaland, Mitrovic, Tony, Sanchez, Veltman, Dilot, and Andreas. That's his team. He's got 89 points.
See, it's the Madison thing again. Everyone's team I look at and go, oh, I've had them. It's just Madison.
Madison and Holland.
Right, so that's unlike this team. I want you. What have I done?
You're going through his previous weeks.
Oh.
You're loving this, aren't you, Lee?
Yeah.
Right, now we know this guy's real. Darren Higgins, great friend of the channel. Everyone knows Darren. 97 points, Darren. I know you're not watching now, but give yourself a round of applause, young man. You've done really well. Warding net 8 points. Cancelo 1, James 2, Trippier 7, Zaha 2, De Bruyne 8, Martinelli 4, Madison 18, Tony 1, Mitrovic 0, Captain Haaland 46. That's mad.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a very good setup in the sense of going forward. I don't know if has he used the wild card yet? Let's have a look. Oh, his wild card. He played his wild card, didn't he?
Yeah, so he's got Gautier on bench, Andreas, Gulter, and Patterson.
Yeah, I presume he played his wild card because I'm surprised to see Patterson still on his team if he played his wild card. I think we knew Patterson was still injured, so I'm surprised he's still on the bench. But yeah, like I say, it's well set up to go forward. Guy's obviously quite clear up on the old fantasy football. He's got the horrible swear word of Madison in his team. He's got his lucky Trippier points. Ward, which I agree with. I've got the points for him. But yeah, he looks good. Looks good going forward. So yeah, he could be a rival for my trophy.
Right. Well, the reason why I stopped sharing screen is I want to bring up McAllister's, and I don't know which screen it's going to jump to.
Yeah, let's have a look at Gary McAllister's.
Russell's a bit intimidated here. That's why he's so excited to see it. I think Russell's met his match. You've met your match in fantasy with
there is a couple I'm looking at going, yeah, they could. they might get my future trophy. And I ain't talking about the donkey one. That's already been set aside for Titch.
Ooh! Oh! We just reached up to an hour. Oh, Lordy, love.
Right, I'm going to share screen now with McAllister Bishop's team.
Let's have a look. Let's have a look.
Look, yeah. He's looking.
He's look at with his little fingers going. Look at
Yeah, I know. It's like with his scissor, classic 8.
This is my thinking pose. I'm like, I'm trying to. I can. When I see his team, I can see maybe what his future plans are, what he's thinking.
Then I'll make it bigger for you, Russell, so you can see it.
Well, 89 points. Okay, that's pretty good.
Right.
Let's have a look.
I'll start with his goalkeeper and back three.
I can't remember that, McAllister. You'll have to clip it.
Garcia with 1, James with 2, Cancelo with 1, Trippier with 7, Martinelli with 4, Salah 5, Maddison 18.
It's Maddison again. That's the one. It's Maddison.
Zaha 2, and 2 for Tony, Captain Ireland 46, and Solanke 2.
Oh wait, could you? What's his bench?
I'm going to show you that now. Everson, Strike, Justin, and Andreas.
Strike had a good week.
Yeah, I'm going to say one thing. I swear I heard McAllister said he's going to sign more, but he went for Solanke. So that's something very interesting. My little detective brain picked up on that straight away. And also, I just want to say, McAllister, Struik and Justin on the bench. Oh, that is nasty. That is nasty. Having all those juicy points sat there. You could have got James and Cancelo popped out. You could have another 12 points there. You'd been 100 plus.
In all fairness, McAllister, I don't think we expected Cancelo and James to have a bad week with the way they play. To be honest, I didn't expect Man City to concede 3, but they did.
So there's well done, McAllister, for getting them 89 points. Really well done. Right, I'm going to stop sharing screen.
Quickly before that, McAllister, in the comments, let us know about the Moore thing. So I swear you was going for Moore. You changed to Solanke. Let me know why you changed. So,
while he's commenting, and when we go through comments, I want to ask you a quick question. And it's about Fantasy Premier League, Russell.
Yes.
Kevin De Bruyne is now getting for what is costing to bring into team. You know what it costs to buy him in fantasy football wise. Is it worth thinking of another player now because of the value what it costs and the points what is accumulating doesn't match. It doesn't. Do you see where I'm coming from?
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't got him, I guess Foden's your obvious choice. I mean, he's been rested tonight. The thing with me is if I brought him, I can't remember, did I bring him on my wild card? I can't remember if I did or didn't. But anyway, I had I had De Bruyne, and I think it's one of those ones, if you've already got De Bruyne, it's probably better to keep him. Because for me, I'd have to take a few minus hits to kind of move it all around. It's not worth it. So a good alternative, obviously, is the go-to guy is Foden. Is the cheaper alternative if you want a Man City midfielder, because he seems pretty stable with his minutes. I'm very happy now. I'm glad De Bruyne didn't play tonight because that basically indicates he's going to play at the weekend. So I'm happy with it personally. But I can see what you're saying. So in simple terms, if you want a cheap alternative, De Bruyne, save yourself 4 million. Probably Foden is your man to go to. But if you've already got De Bruyne, probably worth keeping unless you've got a wild card to use or something, which I doubt you'd use this week anyway.
Because the reason why I'm saying that is because it's coming up to get it right. It's getting awfully close to game week 12.
Yes.
Now, as you know, a lot of teams have got Arsenal players in, and
Man me. I got 5. I got 5 Arsenal and Man City to move around.
So the reason why I'm asking is I'm going to try, and I mean, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. There's going to be 3 more weeks before game week 12.
Yeah. You got 3 more transfers basically. Yeah.
I'm going to wait to see what happens with Mitrovic, if this is going to be long term or not.
Right, yeah.
If it's only a week, I'm going to keep Mitrovic on the bench. I can, I'm willing to sacrifice a place in team for 1 week. Whereas if I have to transfer him, I will. But then I'm gonna roll my transfers over for game week 12. So I was gonna take out De Bruyne. I was gonna keep Cancelo, but I was gonna take out De Bruyne and Haaland because Haaland's a big amount for that 1 week. Bringing 2 players who aren't necessarily, obviously at Man City or Arsenal players. And then the week after, transfer the 1 player back, which will be Haaland back into my side again. So I have a decent striker. But if I'm taking out De Bruyne, would you bring him back in? That's what I'm asking.
Bear with me. Have you got De Bruyne? You have got De Bruyne.
Yeah, I've got Cancelo, De Bruyne, and Haaland.
Yeah, okay then. Well, let me tell you what I'm thinking quickly is obviously I'm gonna probably roll the transfer this week, so I've got 2 to play with next week. And I'm gonna then take De Bruyne and probably an Arsenal player out. And what I'm thinking of doing with De Bruyne is I'm probably gonna move him to Son, who got Everton home.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll bring De Bruyne back in after I think his game weeks are pretty good. Let's look at his fixtures. Yeah, so actually you can bring De Bruyne in after game week 12 because he's got good fixtures all the way up until the World Cup then.
But I think for value and for points, Foden, if you're going to bring in a Man City player, Foden is a better pick than De Bruyne.
The only problem I have with that is I then have a lot of money to use, but not a lot of transfers to use with it. So I'll have all this juicy fat money to play with, but I'll have to go to minus transfers to kind of set my team up how I want it with the money I've got spare, and I don't really like taking -4s. So it's a hard one because I did put the money aside for Salah, but it's one of the first times in a long time I'm kind of not even having Salah in my team. It's weird. I'm so used to having Salah. So I don't even know if I'm going to sign him back or not yet. So I'm definitely going to wait. I think look at Salah's fixtures. He's what would be what's on Liverpool? So
well, what I'll do for you is what I've done is I've got images of, if I can find them.
Okay.
Where have I put them? I've got images of where have I put them? It's not that one.
Do we to kind of read the comments out as we go?
Yeah, please, if you will, mate. Well, I just
where
find
did you get up
images.
to? Where did you get up to with the comments, Stu?
I got up to
I think it's where Happy said, "Can you take my team off, please?"
Where's that?
10:51.
Happy, I'm not really sure. Week's fixtures. God, we're way behind, aren't we? So,
Steal someone's Wi-Fi.
let's have a look.
Hello, laughingly.
See, I haven't got the times next to ours, Liam, so I'm not sure. It doesn't tell me what time.
Yeah. Happy said to you, hello, laughingly.
Is it the bit where it says, I know Russell FGS? Bet Robo Russ had a right laugh at my bench. Is that where we're up to?
Yeah, and it was further down.
Okay, so we've got Hammerhead in. It says, even you sexy bunch. I presume that's just for me, Hammerhead, so I appreciate that. Happy people, yeah, I'm going to have a big arse change. Male HA. What does HH mean?
male hammerhead.
Oh, okay.
Because she's female hammerhead, isn't she?
Of course, yeah. Can we take my team off? All right, yeah. And then we got I'm good. Let's look at the relevant ones, I guess. I know Hans. No Titch, bro. Do a peach. I've got a phone. All right, okay. We start from Harmony. She's put. I just know if I captain Haaland, he won't score. And Jesus will score. Come on, Happy. If you've got Haaland, there is no way, absolutely no way, you're going to put Jesus in front of Haaland, surely not. He's got Southampton at home. I know you're a risk taker, but that's crazy. Crazy. The donkey one resembles you, Tosser. Cheers, Titch. McAllister, you remember last week we said you'd have more points. Like I said, I can't remember. If anyone wants to agree, I can't remember any of these comments. I don't know how else, but this is crazy talk. Crazy talk in the comments. Crazy. 89. Happy it's not that amazing. I got 83 for God's sakes. Defense let me down. I should have gambled. Yeah, you did have some juicy players on the bench. Hey TD5. I don't play fantasy anymore, but my average was like 75 plus. Hammerhead, if you're getting 75 plus that, why don't you get a team playing our league? Don't you think, guys?
Yeah, well, he's always in, isn't he?
Yeah.
I think we're like that.
If you're getting these sort of scores, he said the best he ever got was 135. Get in there. We can all get in it.
Russell wants it just for the more extra competition.
Exactly.
He wants to wait for this trophy with all his blood, sweat, and tears. He wants that trophy badly.
Come on, Liam. Competition brings the best out of you, doesn't it?
It does. It does. I mean, look what my dad said earlier. I'm not a competitive person, but I got more points than you this week. Oh yes.
I didn't mean it like that. I mean it like, you know.
No, I know what you mean. I'm trying to spice it up a little bit.
Come on. Everyone says they're not competitive, but let's be honest, we've all got a bit of
No, honest to God, Russell. Honest to God, mate. You can actually. I've never been competitive since you were born.
No, not since you were born. No.
I might have been at school. No, I haven't. Honestly, I don't have a competitive bone in me. I never have.
No, I don't.
Look, I know what my strengths are, and if other people need to brag about what strengths they've got, then they obviously, you know what I mean. When you're adults, no offense to you, Russell, but people call you a TOSSER because I don't know. I'll tell you what, comments. Everyone in comments. Why do you call Russell a TOSSER? Anyway, right. Have a look at your screen, Russell. I got this from Fantasy Football Scout, which is another YouTube channel. Right, I didn't subscribe to it as membership because I'm going to do it when we do what we said later on down line.
Yes.
So I got this from Fantasy Football Scout, which is great. If you go on out, they've even got a website called fantasyfootballscout.co.uk, and they've got some really good information on it. And no, I'm not being sponsored by them or anything, but genuinely, it's a really good site to go to.
Yeah, I've recommended that to you, Stuart. You love it, don't you?
Mm.
Very good analysts, and they give good out information. They do try and help you as well. So,
not like Russell when they don't do. Russell.
I try and help. I do. I'm always trying to help. Seriously, we're all one family here.
Oh, yeah, have you heard him? He's trying to win the people back. And then when he carry on getting that big massive knife and stab you in the back.
Russell, you could have said to me, look, do not captain Madison, Captain Haaland. That's where all your points are. But nope, you let me go down that path.
Point and example proven.
Yeah, that's because you didn't want me to top you at top at league.
Stu, you're your own man, mate. I can't influence anyone. I'm a simpleton.
Alex.
Well, it's all happening tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Right, where were we up to?
Oh, what, do you want me to carry on through the comments? I thought Stu was going to show something on the screen. Okay.
I'm going to go through them now for you. I'm going to go through some now. Hi, TD5, mate. Hope you're doing well. I know you've got school tomorrow, mate, so I'll speak to you soon. Take care, TD5. All right, you was in the 1 million. You was in the top 1 million in the country when you did it. Well done, Hammerhead. Thought he might get a penalty and almost didn't, so it nearly paid off.
Oh, he's on about Solanke, yeah.
Do you realise that with 30 games left in the league, Alan, he needs another 9 more goals to beat last season's Golden Boot? He's a beast, he's a machine.
Stu, how many times do we have to tell him? It's because he's a Leeds fan. This is what Leeds fans do. They tear it up.
I transferred out Kulusevski for Foden.
That's a good move.
So my mid is now Foden, Son, Grob, and McAllister.
Saying that, do you think it's a good move bringing in Man City and Arsenal players right now, though? She's got Foden in. I mean, look. But the game week, he's not playing soon, isn't he?
Yeah, but couldn't she bench Foden for like 1 week?
Could do. Yeah, there is a benching option depending on what she got. Yeah, there is that.
Now, I know you don't get the points from bloody bench. I'm a bit more easy, and I'm having a rubbish bench.
Well, yeah, I thought you did. I like the fact you've been playing for 8 game weeks and you've been thinking you got your points from your bench. That's brilliant. I get a bench boost every week, don't I?
The so-called expert here, right? I told you, he ain't been learning me shite.
I think it sounds to me like I'm an easy target. If people screw up, it's like, oh, Russell told me to do this. It's like, no. You're all
no. Whoa. It's not what you told me. It's what you haven't been telling me. What the problem is.
Well, as soon as you brought it up, I was like, I don't think that makes sense. So I did tell you, but it's only now that it's come up and when you've kind of reaffirmed where you're just going, yeah, but Ward points. I was thinking, you don't get points for Ward.
Bloody hell.
I mean, if there's any consolation, Stu, I got the points for Ward, so you can take a bit of pleasure in that.
Oh yeah,
Russell.
It's a good one tonight.
Top tip: Captain Ireland, unless he's injured in all 40 games this season. Totally agree, Alec McAllister.
But don't captain him on game week 12. Well,
yeah,
what's happened game week 12? Who are you going to captain them?
That's when we're all going to have to use his brains and work out who you're going to have. Now I've already got my captain for game week 12.
Oh.
So I know exactly what I'm doing for game week 12.
I'm going to do a harmony, what she suggested earlier, and play my free hit. I think, because I've got a team full of Arsenal and Man City players, I think that would be the best option.
Yeah, free hit is an option. I mean, personally, I'm not going to use it, but a free hit, I mean, it is an option if you want to use it.
You see, I'm going to roll my 2 transfers over, get them out. Then a week after, bring them back in without transfer. But yeah, right. I don't know where am I? Right. We all win if Russell doesn't.
You can say tosser. I'm not bothered. I find it funny.
I don't need to see it, mate. They're all saying it for me. I am playing Messley again at the weekend. More chance of a clean sheet than Ramsdale v Poole.
That's true. I do say that. I think Palace will be hard. I'll be surprised if we don't concede.
Look, I know we're going off fantasy football here, but we need to start winning games again to Leeds United. Honestly, I don't. Picking up draws and then defeats and draws. We need to win. I would take a point though down at Palace. But saying that though, Russell, they are only one place above us or below us.
They are below us, yeah.
Stop for relegation.
Who are Palace?
No, Leeds are.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, it's panning out. I've been saying it for about a month now. Well, I can see how it's going to start going, but nothing's happening which I wasn't expecting, let's just say that. Hey, what do you make out of this comment, Stu? What do you make out of that comment?
I don't know. How's your back, Russell?
What do you think he's implying? What do you think? Don't
know.
Interesting. Okay, we'll move
on. talking about that donkey's backside trophy.
Oh, interesting.
I don't know.
Oh.
How's your back, Russell? Same as his front, I should think.
All will be revealed, I think, maybe tomorrow.
Right. Hermione says, I only play for fun, same as me, Hermione. That's why I want to provide the Fair Love Cup for the TDT Cup competition to one of our regulars, but not Russell. Yep.
Harmony, you should try and get your league going or your cup going and just invite us all except Russell. See how we go.
Do you know what? I would take so much pleasure in winning the whole thing. I would. In fact, I'm going to say it now, Stu. If I win and get the cup, I want a whole show just on me with the cup. And I just want a solid hour.
If you did win the cup, you'd want an whole show on. You're not winning.
I think everyone in the comments and everyone on the screen can agree we need a show just for me. You don't have to say anything. I'll just sit there with my cup for an hour, just in silence.
Right, Amani, please forgive me for saying this to Russell, but I've only just realised that you don't get points from bench players. Russell, what does she mean by the cup competition? Do we have a?
Basically, you automatically get enrolled. If you go onto your screen, there's where you got your leagues, and there's like a cups thing, and you automatically get enrolled into a load of cups. I don't know when they start. Some of them kind of just start randomly. I don't really take too much notice of them, but we will have cup competitions, which I think they usually kick off like December time. I think.
Is that like the FA Cup then?
It's kind of like all your leagues have like cups and stuff like that. So, like I say, you'll have they'll just automatically.
So, all right, so we don't have to create a cup competition.
No. You it's something they kind of do themselves.
When you create the league, you've got a choice of two. You got a cup and a league, or if you just want a head-to-head league.
So what mixture have I created? Because I
have no idea. I have no idea. We'll find out.
Yeah, but all of them, I think, have got a cup. They just automatically create. You don't create it, Stu. It automatically gets created by the game, and there is actually a cup competition for the whole game, all 10 million players. I think where. Eventually by the end of the season, it will get through to, so we'll all get enrolled in one big cup, and you could get all the way to the final of that one. So, it's worth just looking when you look at your leagues. There is a section that says cup next to it, so you will have some cups to play.
So we could name it the Fair Love Cup, then, couldn't we?
Yeah, that's right.
We'll name it the Fair Love Cup, then, couldn't we?
Well, no, it's automatically named after the league, so there is a disabled team.
But we can call it the Fair Love Cup.
Yeah.
Amongst everyone in the stream, we can call it that. It'll show up in the stream.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So
Saliba's been playing really well, by the way. I am going to free out Ireland and Jesus for that game and bringing 2 surprises. I will bench Saliba, Ramsdale, Foden, and play Perisic, Meslier, and Cine.
So when's this for? What game week is she thinking?
12. Game week 12, the Arsenal.
Oh, right. Whew, I thought she was thinking next game week. I was like, what? Madman. She's a madman. Love
her. At the moment, right.
The cup is in week 3. Right, okay. So the cup will start earlier if more people join the league, but if not, it'll start later on, like week 30. Oh.
Yeah,
right,
like I said, yeah.
Right,
so... Yeah, sorry, Stu, you go.
The people who were involved in this league, the ones who, on my Twitter page, there's been a few who's been following me for about a year, and I know 2 of them names have joined the league. Now, if there's any more where Halman is on about people joining the league for no reason and not even participating in any shows, I think for best thing for all parties is if we can. How do we take them out if we don't know who they are?
Well, you can do that as an administrator.
I can do that at my end then.
Yeah.
I don't have to run anyone up or out.
No.
Yeah, but also, if you want to, you could get rid of the fantasy code going across the bottom. But like I say, I mean, personally, I don't think it'd be that bad. But it's up to you guys how you want to play it. I wouldn't look at it too drastically. There's loads of people that have kept loads of people in the league. So, but it's I don't think they're going to be.
I mean, I didn't realise that there were people out there who did that sort of thing.
I didn't either, to be fair. I just thought.
Yeah, but you got to remember, people are watching this, popping in, seeing the code, joining, or watching the replay and just joining as well. So that's like I said earlier. I mean, you can't really have a go at people for joining because we're advertising join the league, aren't we? So
yeah, it is starting in week 35.
Yeah, that's probably when let's have a look.
It'd be our cup, won't
it? Yeah. Here we go. The cup is scheduled because we've got such a small league, I think. So, yeah. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly make a coffee, but I presume we're going to have a talk about our teams for next weekend. Maybe people in the comments.
Yes.
We could probably start thinking captains, formations, transfers. We'll have a quick chat about that.
Yep.
I'll leave that with you to mull over. I'm going to have a quick coffee before we blast through the last 40 minutes or so. And we'll go from there, I think, Stu. While you guys,
yeah, that's fine with me, mate. That's fine with me. Yep. I'll stop sharing that. Right, so we're all back, guys. Russell's going to make himself a drink. While we're doing that, I just want to do some. Keep your comments coming in if you want to talk about. Right. I don't know if this information's any good to you as well, guys. This is what I found as well for you. I'm going to share screen for you all to see. So I don't know if this is going to help you or what, but I thought it were interesting. So I thought I thought I'd share it with you. Right. Now, this is all the penalty takers, direct free kick takers, and corners and indirect free kick takers. And I've gone so all the team, all the clubs are there, and all the players. So, like, if for instance, Arsenal penalty takers is either Saka or Martinelli. Direct free kicks is Odegaard, Martinelli, or Xhaka. Corner takers is Martinelli, Saka, Smith Rowe, Odegaard. So I just thought this would be. Oh, hold on a minute. What am I doing? Right. Give me a minute. See, Russell goes away and everything goes to pot. Here we go. Right, back. Where were we? Where's it gone? Where's it gone?
I have no idea.
That's it. Not that one. Not that one. That's Russell. Don't want to see Russell. Seen enough of Russell. Hold on a minute. Right, bear with me. Let me get that picture back for everybody. I'm just trying to find the bloody thing now. Oh, what have I done? This is why I don't like so many bloody screens for. It's hard enough to keep up with two. Right, it's not there, is it, Lee? So
I don't know, is it?
I think I've deleted it by accident.
No,
I haven't. I ain't deleted it, but I will post that up. I promise you all that will be posted up. It were all free kick takers and corner, people and not corner takers and stuff. And
which I think is useful information because people who obviously have fantasy football but don't know who everyone actually takes free kicks for. It's a very useful tip.
See, there it is. Right, I've got it, guys. I've got it back for you. Here we go. Right, share screen. So this is. I thought this was interesting. I really did. I thought it was a pretty good guide, to be honest. Let's make it bigger so everyone can see it without losing it this time. So, yeah. So, let's take that, which is crazy. It started in week 35, which is crazy. It is. Yeah, so there you go, Liam. That's all your clubs, your penalty takers, your direct free kick takers, your corner and indirect free kick takers.
I mean, looking at that, the biggest standout is Southampton with just Ward-Prowse. And the problem is Ward-Prowse...
He takes everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, and, I think Russell talked about it a few weeks ago, and we've mentioned his name in the past. It's good to have in your team, but not if it's against a defensive team, because they don't make rash challenges or anything. They just stick by the guns. And not just that, but Ward-Prowse is hit and miss. Some weeks he can play absolutely amazing. Other weeks he just nowhere to be seen.
I mean, if you look at like some Man United, Wolves,
Man City,
and Man City, they've got
even Fulham.
Yeah, even Fulham. Well, no, Fulham have got Mitrovic, Wilson, or Cabano on the penalties. But look at Man United with Cristiano Ronaldo, Martial, Bruno Fernandes, Rashford.
Absolutely, they've got so many.
Jimenez, Naves, Yang Hin Chang, who can't even get a game.
I think when you look at this, obviously you can't penalties because they won't get goals. But if you're looking at it from a midfield standpoint, you'll be looking at the corners and direct free kicks. I think Leicester, you see Maddison there. Maddison is going to get over Dewsbury Hall every day of the week. So you don't need to, I know penalties is not on them, but Leicester win a lot of free kicks. So Maddison is obviously going to get, and not just that, but Maddison scores free kicks, doesn't he? He's not just a one-hit wonder. He knows where the free kicks go.
Yeah, he can score from free kicks, can Maddison.
So I think when you're picking someone.
Good morning, Darren. Just seen your team and congratulations finishing top.
Well done,
Darren. Good evening, Dazza. So yeah, good evening, Darren. Hope you're doing well. You are officially leading the TDT league, which is really good to see. Give me a minute.
I can't find my drink.
Russell's back now. Here's Russell.
As everyone talking about Darren, boo. Keep my spot nice and warm, Darren. That's what I'm going to say. So what are we up to then, Stu Alania? What are we up to?
Well, I've just gone through this image I put up, what I got again, fantasy football scout.
What's
that? Penalty takers, direct free kick takers, corners, indirect free kicks.
Yeah.
Now, I think this helps a lot. It helps me a lot anyway.
I use that. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that's a really good image of what they have.
See, that's one of the reasons why I'm kind of sticking with Alexander Arnold, because look, he's on corners and free kicks. So yeah, he's not getting any. He's not getting the points in open play, but you never know from free kick, as he proved last night. With his free kick against is it Rangers? Was it?
Yeah, in Champions League.
Yeah,
he's on direct free kicks and corners too, because Russell.
Yeah, I mean, you look at someone like Ward-Prowse, and
he's on everything.
Yeah, he's on everything. So that's what I mean. There is some players where you could just stick them in your team and forget about them. They're going to play every game, and now and then they're going to come through big. So it's just whether you can if you've got the patience to keep them in your team, really.
Now, Russell, would you say when you look at this chart, you're looking at either the players who get either free kick goals or who are known to get great assists, or are you looking for those who aren't really the attacking side but are guaranteed like free kicks, or for example Ward-Prowse?
Yeah, I mean,
versus someone like Maddison.
Well, okay, Liam, let me twist this. Who to you stands out within this this graphic? Who stands out?
Madison stands out just because he's an attacking player.
Yeah.
Ruben Neves when he's not playing at centre back, and I'd say Reece James and Liverpool Trent Alexander.
Trossard stands out to me.
Go on then.
Trossard stands out to me.
Yeah, he's on penalties and free kicks.
Yeah, but that's behind McAllister, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
And Grove. So on the penalties, he's third. So it's going to take a few. It's going to have to be a game where basically they're not playing. To me, De Bruyne stands out. I think. I mean, he's what is he on? Direct free kicks on corners. So
when it comes to penalties, it's normally Gundogan who takes
I'm
the
surprised
penalties.
De Bruyne has never been a penalty person personally. So I'm quite surprised that he's not on penalties. I mean, what would be really interesting, and I would love to set up a team like this. Just set up a team with all the set piece takers.
Yeah, and I might do that next year. I might do that next year and see what goes.
Yeah, just get just take 11 players. You take the most set pieces, leave them in your team for the whole season, and see how many points they come out with at the end. That'd be interesting. Not based on form, not based on their position. Obviously, to the position point. Purely set pieces, and see where that team comes. That'd be really interesting.
See, Martinelli stands out to me as well. He's on penalties, he's on direct free kicks, and he's on corners as well.
Martinelli, yeah, very interesting.
That's why I had to get him in. I had to get him in because he was just a better version of Saka and cheaper. So I really like Saka. I wish I could have kept him, but I thought I had to go for Martinelli in the end.
Do you think English tax also is also in fantasy prices as well?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. What do people think in the comments? Is English tax on fantasy players?
I would say to an extent, yes. And what I mean by to an extent, the attacking players like Jack Grealish. I think Phil Foden deserves to be that expensive, but I think Grealish is around the same price as Foden. And I kind of feel he shouldn't be to an extent because he doesn't get half the game time Foden does. Recently, he's been putting in performances, but I just feel like he should be a bit cheaper than Foden, not the same price.
I'm going to probably say no, because I was thinking when Liam was talking about Foden is pretty cheap for an English player. So Saka and Maddison. So I don't know. I think it's just really done on their previous points, and I don't think
attacking. Attack season.
Yeah, I don't think nationality really comes into it in fantasy football. I think it does in the real world. I don't think it does in the fantasy world.
Fair enough.
It's a good question.
Yeah. So what would you like to do now? Go right. Tell us in comments about your teams and if you're going to make any changes this week, especially with Mitrovic being out, but we don't know how long he's out for, so it's difficult.
Teamers, yeah.
I mean,
I'll tell you what I'm intrigued with. We'll do ours last year, and then we'll dip in and out of the comments as we're talking. I want to know what Lee and Liam are thinking this week.
Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get Lee's team up on not shared screen, but on screen for Lee to see. Okay. So it makes it easier for him to have a look at his team. Then bless him. Right. So we go to that. Then Natalie. See, I'm getting used to this now. I'm not saying I'm an expert at all, but
you're ahead of me, Stuart.
Yeah, but you still got your bet. But you still got your captain, triple captain. I haven't.
Yeah, you might get punished for that.
Yeah, I think I will. But that's why I says to you on Monday, Russell, I'm treating this season as a learning season.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like I said, the good thing in the league and the people that are coming into the stream now, there is some good players in it. You can tell that some people have done it for a while, and the good thing is we're all kind of learning off each other. We'll all be taking. When you get past all the banter and kind of giving each other a lot of crap, basically, we'll actually all be taking bits of each other to improve our own game. We'll be listening to each other's opinions, and there will be a bit of copying going on because we all do it. If I got no shame in saying I'll copy someone if I have to, if I've got to kind of keep in touch with them.
McAllister.
Yeah, if I've got to keep in touch with them, I don't mind doing a bit of copying to try and then get to a point where I can get above them. I do that all the time in my other leagues, so I don't mind that. I mean, so there is a bit. We do copy each other a little bit. So
that's a hard choice for me, Stu. I almost had Trossard instead of Foden. Already have Grob and McAllister. Thought 3 Brighton players in midfield was too much. So
yeah, but I mean, Brighton's still got pretty hard fixtures. To be honest.
I think that's a good question. Brighton, we watched them against Liverpool. Do you think like this was just like a one-off game and how they're going to play it, or do you think they're going to keep the same attacking mentality we saw? Because for me, when Graham Potter thought they are going to be the same.
Yeah.
They're not going to do any they're not going to do anything, but they're just not going to be the same sort of form. But when they went out and played against Liverpool, it's like they got a lot more confidence in themselves.
Right, this manager who they've got is right. I've done a bit of research into this guy, and right, you will find that Brighton will concede more goals than what they did under Potter, but there will be more attacking than what they were under Potter. So they are going to be attacking more. The coach is attack minded.
Okay.
It's strange because I haven't got the urge to sign any Brighton players, so I don't know if I'm just being slow to the party, but I'm not looking going, oh, I've got to sign all these Brighton players because I don't know, for some reason I just don't have the urge to sign him personally.
I think Trossard's if I had to sign him up with Trossard or Grob.
This could be a fatal mistake because if they carry on as they are, because let's be honest, Brighton were doing, they were doing pretty damn well before the Liverpool game. So,
keep it up. That's the biggest thing because normally after Christmas they have like a downfall period, don't they?
Yeah, but the good thing for Brighton this time round is they're going to have a break because of World Cup.
That's very true.
So this might do some teams the world. This will do the attack-minded teams the world of good because not all their players will be going to World Cup, so a lot of them will be able to get that rest.
Yeah.
Well, it's interesting. Harmony's already made my transfers, Foden, Kulusevski out. Like I said, it's a good transfer. I mean, obviously, Man City do have Liverpool next, and you got to think of the game week after. But if you're happy with it, that's the main thing. And Darren's like me and you, Lee, Stu. That's why I said we don't really need to see too much because what we're waiting on the Mitrovic news, and there's a good chance. It sounds like you're going to roll your transfer, and I'm going to probably roll my transfer.
Yeah. I've it's just that one transfer. If Mitrovic is going to be out for quite some time, I like playing with free in attack. Whereas at the moment for this week, I haven't made any transfers. But what I have done to my team is I have put Andreas in midfield to take out. I've replaced Mitrovic with Andreas, so it's like a 3-5-2.
Yeah.
Instead of a 3-4-3. Lee, right? How long's Patterson out for?
He's quite a while. I think it's about 5 weeks.
Right. You see, Lee's got Patterson on his bench.
Right, well, he's on his bench. He's got a transfer to use this week, hasn't he? So.
Yeah, but we're going to try and do the same with Lee's. He's roll his free transfers over. Because he's got 3 Man City players and Martinelli in the team, so he's got 4 players.
Let's have a look at Lee's team. So it's here you go, Lee.
I mean, he could bring in Stufal for Cancelo if he wanted to.
I don't know. Again, you look at Lee's team, you think actually you could probably put Kufal for who's Forest got? They got Villa. I think Gordon will actually start next week. I mean, if Gordon didn't start this week, I think he'll start next week. So,
and he could put Andreas on for Martinelli.
I'd play Martinelli.
Yeah, but it's Arsenal. It's Arsenal and Man City game week 12, isn't it?
Yeah, I know, but if he wants to roll the transfer, I wouldn't be.
That's what he's going to do.
Yeah. Well, I would play Martinelli this week then. I think
he's going to keep the same side going as what's out there now. But what I'm saying is, game week 12, it's got 4 players to get to sort out in his team.
Haaland, De Bruyne.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't be. I mean, personally, I'm thinking for game week 12. I mean, there's going to be some players you're going to have to keep and just hope that the players you've got, unless you're on a wild card, they're good enough to see free. I mean, I'm not going to be selling Haaland. I'm just going to have to bite the billet on him and bench him on game week 12.
That's what I mean. I think Clean might have to go to like 4-4-2, or maybe a 5-2-1-2, or where he can get Soufal in there.
I mean, I'm looking at De Bruyne to get rid of, and maybe Jesus probably at some point. But then Arsenal's fixtures get pretty good. But for next week, Martinelli's looking at your team for next week.
It's pretty solid.
Yeah, I think you could put in Koufal. Did Koufal not start? Did he not start against Thingy? Oh, he didn't start. Why didn't Koufal start against Wolves? Was he injured?
No. Moyes made changes.
Okay, then. Right. Yeah, so you've got Williams, Trippier, and Cancelo. Actually, all those probably worth keeping in because Williams is a Villa, so that might not be too bad a game. And you could put, okay. I think you got enough to go there. I think you've got enough in your team league to roll it over to next week for the week after and have 2 transfers. So, yeah, it's just whether I keep looking at Paqueta and he's annoying me. I keep thinking, is he going to come good? Is he not going to come good? He's quite frustrating right now, I'm finding.
Well, Mitrovic's price is exactly the same as Scamacca's. I checked that earlier on. So if Mitrovic is out for a long period of time,
we think
Scamacca's the same value. Who's could be good now? Who else? His fan is hit back at net now twice in the last 2 outings he's played. I know one of them are the Nations Conference League, but he has come good.
I think a goal's a goal, though.
Are you not worried about the rotation with West Ham, though?
No. If David Moyes knows that he's under pressure, if anything, he'll bring Antonio on to play on wing, which he was originally a winger anyway. So I think he'll keep Scamacca, and I think he'll keep Paqueta as well. I think he'll keep both of them in squad starting 11 for a very long time to come. That's what I think. West Ham fans in here might be able to tell you more, but that's what I think. I see Newcastle with a good defence, top 8. Brighton with a good mid-toil 8. Saliba and Jesus good new additions for Arsenal. Ramsdale solid keeper in a team that will challenge for top 2. Haaland and Foden in top 2.
Okay. I think that's a lot of her team. Is that what she's saying? Basically, she's happy with what she's got in her team. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Like I said last week, if you're happy, you're happy. You guys can poke holes in my team because I'll poke holes in everyone else's team. So it works both ways. All I do is when I see people's teams, I just highlight things that can hopefully make them better by giving advice on that. So
yeah, definitely Sinistera.
Yeah,
very good advice.
Yeah, but I would have said Sinistera would have been a good signing. You can't control it.
Oh no,
just being
getting a red card, getting 2 yellows. Yeah.
I would have said Sinistera last week. Yeah, that's a good one for the future. But even I was looking at Sinistera. I was thinking of getting Martinelli out and go to Sinistera at some point. But it doesn't mean that Sinistera won't come back after his ban and still do well. I think he can still come back and do well.
Oh yeah.
So, right, in Isaac Law, for his second yellow card, it were a yellow card in Isaac Law.
I think they were both yellow cards.
Do you think that Martin Atkinson could have refereed that a bit differently?
I think it was a very scrappy match. I think
it says, he cut that out one warning, do that again, and I'm going to book you, lad.
Yeah,
could he have done that? Because he didn't stick his leg up.
That's what
he
I mean.
He didn't the ball away, he just stuck his leg up.
Yeah, I think Leeds were pretty rubbish before the red card. So I think it's just
I don't think we've been good in the last 4 games.
I think it was just a stop-start game, wasn't it? And games like you can't really have a good game if you stop-start.
Everton did it to us. Wolves tried doing it to us. Villa did it to us. What they did was there's times wasted from minute 1 to get the crowd up, to get on, to get the crowd going. It and then it just went to pot. They came with a plan and it worked.
I think it just showed a bit of respect, though. I mean, could you imagine teams trying to be like this with Leeds last season, the season before? I mean, it does show that we are kind of progressing as a Premiership club. Where teams are
kind of like a friend, and it's like
teams are now not willing to. They're not willing to take us on. Yeah, so I see it as it's frustrating, but it's also maybe we're a bit more established now. And we don't see it. If you see what I'm saying. So.
Oh yeah, it's down to us. It's down to Leeds it's down to Leeds to beat the team. If they want to waste time and if they want to get the crowd going, it's down to Leeds United players to basically score a quick opening goal, so they won't waste time. So they don't waste time. For the rest of the game, we'll have to learn how to deal with it.
So let's look at these other comments. I mean, we didn't really get an answer on Lee's team for next week, but I don't want to ignore
team for next week. What for game week 11?
Next week. What are you thinking for next week? Are you going to roll the transfer? Do you think?
I'll probably captain Haaland.
Yeah, you're going to captain Haaland instead of vice captain. Yeah. What about your transfers? Are you happy with the team you've got for now?
Yeah.
That's pretty easy. So you'll have 2 transfers next week.
Yeah. Okay
then. So shall we quick look at the comments, Stu, and then we'll flip over to Liam's team. I'm intrigued to see what Liam's thinking, to be honest with you, as well.
I will need to get rid of Arsenal and City players like Lee in 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're frustrating.
I think all are in that same boat.
That is 9 of my players covered. 10 if I bring Isaac in for Tony. Is Isaac back? I think he's still injured, isn't he?
Yeah, well, there's rumours going around that he's already on the training pitch, so it might be a good chance he comes back quite quick.
Wow.
So keep an eye on that team, please.
Playing my free hit, Jesus, just on Haaland on Jesus, so benching the other 3, playing others from it. So she's playing a free hit.
Yeah, she's doing me game week 12. She's going to play a free hit.
Fair enough. I do agree with what Darren says. The comment below that, though.
I would wait for a double, triple game week, Hermione.
Yeah, sometimes you get triple game weeks, but the problem with triple game weeks is it's very hard to get a team of players that play 3 times in such a short space.
Yeah, maybe a wild card.
That's when you're on about formation, rotation. Team rotation comes into it.
Yeah, but even the players that play every minute, if it's a triple game week, they usually won't get every game.
No,
you won't get 3 games out of them. So triple game weeks, on the surface, triple game weeks look really tasty, but sometimes they can be like a bit of a red herring. Double game weeks are always good to aim your chips at. So yeah.
Not going to play my bench boost one. No, I'm going to play my bench boost for one of them weeks, Darren.
So
she's gonna play one of her bench boost chips for one of those weeks. Not a bad idea.
So Liam.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Same team. I'm gonna do what I did last week. Same team.
Same team.
Same team. Doing what I did last week. I've got. Put it this way: if I keep changing the team, I'm gonna get barely any points. I'm gonna make stupid decisions every week, and it could be for the worse off. So I'm going to take Sinistera out. I'm going to bring in Xhaka, and I'm going to find out how that goes. Obviously, game week 12, I'm going to have to play that free hit, but I'm going to keep it the exact same team up until game week 12.
What about your keepers?
Keepers, I'm going to keep Popin.
Keep hoping. Okay, it's Brentford. That's so you're gonna fight Tony against Brentford. So one of them are gonna lose out in that one. That's interesting.
Yeah, but I'd rather have Tony lose out because I got Trippier as defender as well. So I'd rather let.
Oh, wow, you've got double defense against your attack. Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've made him my captain.
What about your subs bench? Because your bench looks a right mess.
It is a mess. I need to try sort it out. I don't even know when Collins is back until the 18th. So, oh wow, he's out for another.
Saying that, you might, like I said, you could have Collins 18th of October, Sinister 16th. So you could have 2 players back actually after this week. If you get through this week, you got 2 players.
And that Tanganga, I've put him as a number 1 choice in case I have any problems with my defence.
Yeah, he hasn't played 1 minute, has he, Tanganga?
No.
Not 1 minute. Yeah. You really need, if you're rolling your transfer, you really need all these players playing.
Yeah, and I think they will.
You think they will? Did Luis Diaz play in the Champions League?
I believe he did, yeah.
Okay, so that could
But
that's the only one. I would be worried about Luis Diaz then.
But Klopp being Klopp, I think he knows that I won't say his job's in danger, but he needs a result. And Arsenal, the way they play, it's really bad though because I've got Jesus and Xhaka on my fantasy team as well. Like I've got a lot of double play weeks.
Teams played each other.
Yeah.
Like so, are you not worried about Diego Jota taking some point? Maybe getting over there
because it seems to be playing Diego Jota as a striker like he did last season. Okay. So I think Diaz is his one and only left midfield choice. Obviously, he can rotate Jota in there, but I'm pretty sure that Diaz has been given that role as a permanent.
And you're happy to roll your transfer then for this week?
Yeah, I have to.
And you're going Tony's captain again?
No, I've got Haaland as my captain and Nick Pope as my vice captain.
Okay.
Please don't get any goal. Please don't concede any.
I think you should keep on Tony.
I swear to
look, I think you should keep on
to the Lord. If Tony gets a hat trick and Haaland doesn't get any goals or assists, it's just by luck. That's all I'm gonna say.
Why don't you roll that dice, and if you come in, you'll cash in.
No, I'm all right, thank you. I'm gonna keep Haaland as my captain.
Hey, I told you, didn't I? Look,
I've learned from my mistakes. I've learned from my mistakes once.
See what I mean? He's giving us all bad information.
Stuart, I'm testing your son. I'm just seeing if he's going to.
No, he's not as daft as me.
I'm hoping he's going to give me the answer I want to hear, and he did.
He's not as daft as me, Russell. He's got his mum's brains.
No comment.
Thanks for that, Russell. Thank you very much.
No comment.
Yeah. He's supposed to, bloody hell.
Not coming.
I can't advise you advisable.
I can't advise, no. I can't advise. Yeah, look, you're right, because I can't advise myself, can I? Really?
It's all learning, mate. It's all learning.
But yeah, next season I'm going to come back stronger. I think as mistakes are okay to be made as long as you learn from them.
I think you've done really well. I think you've picked up really.
I think you've done amazing.
Yeah. I think you've picked up a lot. You've made a few rookie mistakes, but you're picking up well. In fact, like I said, it's really good actually now because we've got quite a good regulars in the comments, and we've got the league as well. So we've actually got something to look at as a league table now, which is good. So it's some good competition. I keep saying it, but if it wasn't for Maddison, if it just wasn't for that goddamn Maddison, I'd be nice to sat at the top of that table. Goddamn, it's fair play to everyone because you've obviously been keeping an eye on, a lot of shows to kind of put you in the loop about what to do. And Zaha, Maddison, I could be in for a lot of pain because a lot of people have got players that I would like, but it's hard for me to get to.
So, right. So, pick members in chat. Be warned. Russell's going to try to talk you into putting some of your players on a weed have on bench.
Not me. Never.
Darren will bench Ramsdale, Saliba, Foden, play Meslier, Perisic, and Sinistera. Free out Haaland and Jesus, and bring in 2 strikers just for that one game.
One thing I do like about Harmony is she does take big risks. She's a far riskier fantasy football player than me.
I think her and Happy are the most 2 riskiest players we have.
Yeah, it's good though. I mean, it makes it more interesting. I mean, I wouldn't touch Perisic with a ball pole, to be honest with you, because of the Champions League coming in. I just don't think he's going to get minutes. But some people, it's quite nice when you get people who are just going to go, no, I'm going for it. It does make it more interesting.
What Perisic? I know what you're saying about Perisic, but would you have him at Leeds?
Of course, yeah, definitely, because he's better than what we've got.
Yeah,
great player, but he's weird. He's like a fullback at Spurs, but actually he's actually a very good winger. Dash forward.
Like a solid left field.
Yeah, exactly. So, but he's kind of played really out of position at Spurs, I think. So
he'll play a couple of games now because Emerson Royal.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I think you're right. But it could be Doherty that could take it, or Sassuolo. I mean, when Perisic signed for Spurs at the start of the season, I was like, I've got to have Perisic, and it's weird. Eventually, I just went, I don't think I've ever owned him, and I've just gone, no, he doesn't interest me enough in the sense of I just don't think he's reliable. He's excited, but I don't think he's reliable.
And that's it. That's what it's all about, man. I'm happy for my first ever time taking part. I am and all.
Yeah.
I'm happy with my team. It's like I said, as long as I can match or better the average scores, I'm an happy man, because that's what I'm aiming for each week, is to match or better.
I think this week was a high week.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Yeah. It's just that everyone else had a higher week, didn't they? So, I think the thing that killed you, Liam, was your captain. Absolutely killed you. Absolutely killed you. But it only takes one click of a button, and it can make all the difference. So
I know about that when I used my bloody triple captain, didn't I?
Yeah. Sadly, I mean, the thing is, we're all different players. How we play the game.
Yeah,
we've all got our own
unique style,
set way of doing it. We all think a bit differently how we play the game. So there's no right or wrong way. It's just you play it your way, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, I'll have a good laugh at it.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice. That's very nice. And I think on that note, guys, we'll call it an end of weekly show.
Yeah, it's been good. I've enjoyed it. Well done, Darren. He's still in the comments. So begrudgingly, you look very well set up for the rest. I've got a beady eye on you and McAllister. So.
Yeah, well, each other, unless your name's Russell. Matt finished. Perisic played once, got sent off and give away a penalty.
Yeah.
Played Stenny once, got sent off.
Yep, Dora.
Yeah.
That's mad, isn't it? He would definitely sending off ever low what he did.
There's nothing worse than side. Well, I mean, what she said is, it's how I feel about Isaac and Mitrovic. I signed them both. Both got injured. I got rid of Sacco. He got 2 assists. I got rid of Gordon. He then scores. It's so frustrating, but also very addictive at the same time, trying to predict it.
Yeah. Well, unless anyone else... Right, so you know what you're doing, Liam, for next week?
Yeah, I am.
Right, you know what you're doing, Liam? League?
I think Liam feels to me like he's running over no man's land. In World War II, in front of the machine guns, he's just going to go for it.
Definitely.
So let's see if he can get another armour on a couple of braces.
The courage of a lion, but the brain of a cheetah.
I thought of the Wizard of Oz then. The Tin Man and the Lion. Oh. That was funny.
Amani says, "Night, you lovely lot off to Belgium, 7 a.m."
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
you're going to watch. You're going to watch Dig Gardens tomorrow.
Well, good luck in your team, Harmony. I hope you.
Old Carmen.
Yeah, good luck, and I hope you're happy with the players you pick, and they all come through for you. So,
Yeah. So it's been a good show. It's been a really
yeah,
good
a lot
show.
to talk about. It's been a lot to talk about.
Yep, and it's flowing. It's flowing. The 2 hours has flown by. Right, well, look, guys, only one thing left to say. Thank you very much for watching this edition of the Stuart and TDT's Fantasy Football League. I'm going to say, I'm going to say Tosser and TDT's Fantasy Football Show, but I won't. I'll say Russell and the TDT's Fantasy Football Show.
You can say it. I agree with these sentiments, so it's good. I enjoy it. I'm happy to be the tosser of the stream.
Well, you know that every village has an idiot. Every stream has a tosser.
What you need to do is you need to get that graphic that Titch designed and just whack it into your stream, mate. The tosser one.
Yeah.
That's what I'm missing.
Yeah.
But no, good show, everyone. Thanks for everyone commenting. Loads of comments. Brilliant.
Yeah, great.
Good interaction. So yeah, keep it going. Let's keep it going.
Anyway, look, guys, there's one thing I have to say. Thank you for watching this edition of Disabled Team. It's a goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Bye from me.
Goodbye from me.
See you all later, everybody. Bless them.